Hey there, and welcome to week 6 of Coffee Talk. We're officially halfway through the season today, so we're starting to see which teams are really contenders and which teams should already be looking at fantasy basketball. Alright, good news. We finally got the keepers vote settled. We're not doing it, okay? We'll wait till next year. Maybe we'll put up a vote a couple weeks before the draft. So if you do think about doing keepers, just be ready to vote before the draft next year, okay? But that's way down the road. We'll talk about that later, okay? So now let's get started. All right, big matchup. My brother was projected to beat me by 80 points, and guess what? Beat him by 29. I love it. I mean, definitely plagued by injuries through this whole matchup. I mean, Jimmy Graham, he was kind of hurt, but he didn't even get 0 points. That was huge. And then DeMarco Murray going down after he had a monster first quarter. But I mean, Travis got lucky too with Cobb going down. I thought that was already it for me, and he was the first one to go down around 3 o'clock. So, but team stuck in there. Kiko Alonso with 22. Got to give it to him, the fucking man. To Kiko Island. There you go. Good matchup. But I loved it. Very happy. All right, next. We got Jamie and Mikey K. I mean, honestly, I thought this was a blowout right when I started. I mean, Cam Newton started going off. He finished with 39, and then I didn't even check it, so I got a text message from Mikey saying Jamie's going to be real pissed when he wakes up. And, yeah, I could only imagine what his face looked like. But Justin Blackmon and Vernon Davis just completely went off for Mikey. I mean, easily both of them could be Impact Player nominee of the month. I mean, pretty much carried your team. I think it was a 78 total points between the two of them. And those are the only two players you had at 4 o'clock, which easily gave you the lead by 7. So very good job, Mikey. Job well done. And then Shawnee, I mean, just another week where your players just didn't come through like they should have. I mean, Tom Brady just not really doing AP. I mean, I thought he was going to have a breakout game with everything that he's been going on. But after I hear he didn't really have that strong a relationship with his son, I'm not going to go there because I know he doesn't want to even talk about it. So I'm not. But I expected more from AP, and I'm sure you did too, Shawnee, but it just didn't happen. And then definitely, he had a very good, solid running game. I mean, just like before, it was 30 points for Marshawn Lynch, then 29 for Jamal Charles, easily being the top backs in the league. And then Nick Foles coming up. I mean, that was a great pickup with him when Vic went down, because obviously it happened. And then Foles just stepped up like Vic was still there. I mean, just who knows what the controversy is going to be now in Philadelphia. That's a whole another story. But we don't talk about those types of stories on Coffee Talk. This is fantasy only. And now, Nico and Morissette. I mean, Morissette, Foster, and Green finally stepped up like they should have. I mean, first and second round picks finally got the points out of them, but that was it. That was the only players who really stepped up. Just not really the performance that you'd like to see every week. But Nico stepped up too. I mean, his running game wasn't really that great, but all he needed was the QBs and the wide receivers to put up points, which he did. It was a good fill-in by Mike Lennon for Matt Ryan, but it's a good matchup, Nico. I look forward to seeing you next week. And then, Sear and Andy. I mean, this matchup is not really much to talk about. Very low scoring. I mean, really just don't have anything down here. There's nothing special. I mean, Vincent Jackson did put up 36, so it did help you win. So I guess he would be a nominee for Impact Player of the Month, too. But otherwise, it's nothing really to report from this matchup. But anyways, I guess good job, Sear. Yeah, you know what I could say, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to pass it. All right, now predictions. Going a little quick this week. And then Nico is projected over me, so we'll just go with that. I'm not going to project myself this week. I'm not a little irritated as the projections that was last week. And then Mikey over Travis. This is probably going to be the matchup of the week. Very close matchup. I believe Mikey K is projected 3 points over my brother. But, I mean, this one was just really hard to call. And I don't know, honestly, with Jamie Graham being out this week as being your X factor, I just really don't know Travis. So I'm going to have to go with Mikey because, his best players are his wide receivers now who once were, pretty much nobodies after Julio went down. But he's got it going. So I believe in Mikey K this week. And then I got Shawnee over Sear. His new team, he's going to dominate. So I'm ready to see big things, Shawnee. Very big things. And then definitely over Morissette. Definitely has just been on a pretty good streak lately. And then Morissette is just, who knows, but got definitely over you right now. And then this one was a tough matchup too. I'm not really sure this one could go either way. It's more of a lower seeds teams, but I got Andy over Jamie. So, I mean, Jamie just really haven't proven anything for me right now. With Calvin being hurt, until he comes back fully healthy, I just really don't see you really securely getting that victory. So, but we'll see. So, well, best of luck to everybody. That'll do it for this week's Coffee Talk, and I will see you next week.